Oh, Frank. Frank, this is madness. This is madness. No, I can't. I can't, I'm sorry. Please don't be upset. It's just... I'm afraid of myself. I'm afraid of an involvement. I don't know you that well. Huh? Well, it's not that you couldn't have this sort of relationship. It's just... And I just don't want to get swept away this quickly. Do you know what I mean? Frank? So quiet. You're not saying anything. Please don't be upset. Don't take what I said personally. It's just... I mean, I know you're probably twice the lover Lionel is. When you made love, it was sort of like being in a barnyard. Huh? Well, see, you make me feel sort of like a great goddess. Loved, worshipped, adored. Frank. Hi, Frank.
Oh, hi, Julie.
What are you doing here?
Oh, just sort of hanging around.
Oh. Is that nice?
But you can't go in there.
Why?
Oh, because it's...
What is Lionel up to now?
Same he's been up to for the last 2 weeks, only today he's gone one step further.
Yes, has he? Please. Please, Frank. Please don't be upset. Frank. Frank, you're not saying. Augusta! I didn't know that you had company. That's all right. So, are you having a nice evening? Oh, yes.
Oh, wonderful. We're having a wonderful time.
Fine. I suppose that you'd like the privacy? Yes, that would be nice. Fine, then I'll just get going. Frank?
Yes, I'm here.
Frank, please tell me that you're not upset.
Oh, I'm not upset at that. I'm not upset. I'm willing to wait as long as it takes. Just being this close to you makes me feel like the luckiest man in the world.
Oh.
I tell you, I will, I'll call you.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye. It's on the fourth floor. You lied to me, Mr. Lee. You do smoke. It's got to be the same guy that was at the house. And I bet it's the same one who has something to do with trying to kill me.
You know, when I'm with you, I'm more myself than I am at any other time. Oh. I love you, Laken. I want to be with you.
No, I love to.
What is it? What? Don't.
Oh.
What? What?
We don't. We need someone to come.
Laken. What happened?
Look, I have some at home we can go there.
You have some at home? Laken, who have you been protecting yourself from? That jerk Mark? I mean, I never actually thought for a second that you were actually sleeping with him.
Dad.
No, Laken, I really want to know this here.
Why are you acting this way?
Why? Just because the girl I love is sleeping with some sleaze like that.
Why did you jump into conclusions?
Laken, you said you didn't even love the guy. I mean, when you wouldn't even consider anything with me till we've been going out for 6 months now.
Stop it.
I mean, I thought we were supposed to be crazy in love with each other.
We are.
Oh, but I'm not supposed to act this way, right? I'm being too possessive again.
you are.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Just shrug it off? Like it doesn't matter to me?
Why don't you try having a little faith in me? Never mind, Ted. I don't care. You think whatever you want.
I'll call you.
Boy, that was a close one. You're just lucky I came in when I did.
Could have worked a lot better, that's for sure.
Could have been a lot worse.
Must you be so optimistic?
Oh, there'll be a lot of other chances. This is just the beginning. The good news is we pulled the switch. For a moment, she almost bought it.
I hadn't realized how much I missed her until I held her in my arms. I need a new strategy, Frank.
A woman to suggestions.
I noticed. In fact, I've noticed that you had trouble coming up with any ideas of your own.
Well, you're much better at it than me. I'm just along for the ride here.
Try to remember that.
I will. So, what's your plan, Romeo?
You go home and wait for my call. I have to think of it. We're going to come up with a good one this time, because if we blow this, we blow the whole game.
Okay, I'll be waiting. I want to pick up my tab.
Well, a boy I knew once told me he used to hang his T-shirt in the window to warn his friends when he had a girl around. Maybe I should put my slip in the window so you wouldn't barge in on me.
How am I supposed to know? You're going to be indulging in the living room. Most people I know manage to make it to the bedroom.
What a boring sex life you must have.
Besides, I didn't intrude on any great moment of passion. You were already heading the poor guy off at the pass before I walked in.
Really? How do you know?
Because I know your various fears, Augusta, and believe me, you were definitely in reverse.
The consummation, or otherwise, of my sex life does not have to be your business.
Why? Because visions of Lionel are dancing in your head?
No, absolutely not.
Getting in the way of your feelings for Frank.
Julia, you don't know anything about passion. It is not your forte, so why don't you just drop the subject?
You insist.
I only knew Frank. I have known him for a few weeks. He's a very nice person, but it's a little bit quick for me to just jump into bed with a man I can't even see. And what are you eating?
A candy bar. You want a bite?
Yes.
Here.
Thanks.
I said a bite, not the whole thing.
Trying to save you from yourself.
Oh, you're too kind. Touchy. I know what's bugging you.
What?
You're still in love with Lionel.
That is not true.
Is too. Now, let me tell you something about Frank. He is not as sensitive as you think he is. I know. I can see him. I can see his expressions. I can see his eyes.
Julia, darling, forgive me, but you really are hardly a judge of character.
Great. I have no passion, and now I can't judge character. What next?
Don't be offended by it. It's just life experience. Lionel is untrustworthy, and Frank is
Unproven. I think in Lionel's own way, he adores you.
Bluebeard, in his own way, adored his victims.
Lionel loves you more than Frank does.
Lionel loves himself best of all, and I would really appreciate it if you didn't mention that name in this house again, because if you do, you will be on the next plane back to Phoenix.
All right, fine, forget it.
Lionel is a disease, and the only way to cure it is to fall in love with somebody else.
Watch out for the chair.
Thanks.
Frank, has Mason been in tonight?
No, I haven't seen him all day. Thought maybe he'd decide to give up his practice and retire.
Yeah, look everywhere for the guy.
Any message in case he comes in?
Yeah, you just tell him that his brother's locked out of the apartment. I think he's inside.
Okay, I'll tell him. You been to a wedding?
No, prom.
It's over already? Mine lasted 2 days.
Yeah, well, don't rub it in.
Home early from the ball, eh, Cinderella?
Aye.
Or maybe you didn't have such a ball.
Where is he?
He went around to get the car. Want to duck out the back with me?
Is that bad, huh?
No, it's okay. It just looks like you need some company.
No, it's fine. You go along, have some fun. I gotta wait for Mason anyhow.
What's Mason got that I haven't?
Well, he's got the apartment key for one. I'm locked out.
Too bad.
But that's not it, is it? Something happened with Tom?
I don't want to talk about it, right, Christie?
Should have listened to old Christie when he told you pounds are for the bit.
Yeah, I should have.
You know, maybe that Undertaker suit you're wearing is exhibiting your aim. Huh? Come on.
Yeah.
And you need a little room to breathe, too, don't you?
Yeah, thanks. So, what you been up to this evening, huh?
No good. Feel better?
Yeah.
I got a date, and we're just about to leave.
All right, well, you go have a good time.
Promise me something, Ted. Stay here until you're back, even if Mason shows up.
Oh, I don't know, Christie.
Please, Ted, we can have a few laughs. Come on, so the evening won't be such a total loss.
No.
Please. Pretty please.
Oh.
Bruce Springsteen on top.
Come on, Bruce Springsteen on top. Look, maybe it's good.
Here's my date. Listen, stay here until I get back. Hi, sorry. I was just showing this bonehead how to play. He didn't even know that you had a hit the doohickeys on top with the big bits on the bottom. Good luck, Tiger.
I guess I'm going to call this place home for a while. I should try to make it look like one. Hey, hold your horses! Hey, it's that beautiful blonde lady again.
Stanford Lee smokes.
What?
He lied to me. I just saw him in the hotel smoking a cigarette with my own eyes.
Are you sure it was Jack Lee?
I'm positive it was him. My dad's friend, the man I saw in the house, just saw him in the elevator. Smoking.
But you were convinced that you were mistaken.
Yeah, I know, because the first time I saw him, he was all casual and scruffy, and he was talking about cigarettes. And then in the airport I saw him. He was a distinguished person who knew my father, who had never smoked a day in his life, remember? Well, today, he's a little of both, so I know he's the man. But I want to know why he lied to me about this.
Obviously, he didn't want anyone to know it was him you saw. He delivered that turkey. Did he spot you?
Oh, I'm almost positive he didn't, but do you think he has something to do with that hired assassin?
Mm-hmm. He may be in danger.
If somebody wanted to kill me, they would have had a clear field for the past few days.
Yeah, that's right. There's something just not right with this thing, you know. Before, when you talked to him at the airport and he lied to you...
There was a killer after me.
That's when you could have blown Lee's cover. The whole world would have known that he was holed up in some split level in Santa Barbara when the official reports had him over in Europe.
And I saw him by mistake. Which means that I said.
That's why he wanted you silent.
And then once he found out I believed him, then no one else would hurt me.
It's a great theory. Unfortunately, it is all conjecture.
What are you doing?
I'm going to call Cruz. You know, I think we're really onto something here. Come on. He's not home. And I know he's not at the station tonight. Listen, we're just going to have to sit on this tonight until tomorrow morning. Then we can all get together and plan our next move. Tammy, you look so frightened. You okay?
No, I'll be all right. Come on.
Listen, I know the world's best way to calm down when you're scared. I learned it now. I was lying in a hospital, wounded. And we were being shelled all around, and this nurse walked in. And I thought she was going to give me a shot or a pill to put me out. But instead, she gave me the most awesome foot massage.
Well, I'm feeling it's getting late.
No. Hey, I'm not going to tickle you. And I'll follow you home in my car. After I'm done with your tootsies, lady, you're going to sleep like a baby.
Wouldn't, temporary insanity be the plea to go for in my mother's case?
You know, if you ever get bored with a restaurant, you might consider a career in law. It can work for me.
Jack, you trying to change the subject?
No, not at all. Just that I find you a fascinating woman. I'm curious to know a little bit more about you. And you do have the most interesting eyes.
Oh, Mom, if you'll excuse me for a second, I gotta talk to you. All right? Be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, Sophia.
Hold on.
Nothing
company?
Remember when I decided to live in Santa Barbara, we promised we'd never speak to each other again.
I do, but a lot has happened since then, hasn't it?
Certainly has, Bud.
Thanks. Sophia, I wanted to tell you that I'm awfully sorry to hear the crews and file their police report. I hate the thought that the DA is going to get his hands on it and make a public search.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Excuse me, why don't I just take care of this at the bar?
Yeah, thank you. Look, Eden,
Yes.
Christie's got lots of experience as a bus girl.
Look, she doesn't have a good job history. Christie has never held a job more than 2 months.
What do you expect? I mean, she's just a kid.
Look, my employees have to be there on time, okay? I have a feeling Christie just comes to work whenever she feels like it.
All right, look, I'll make sure she gets there on time, so don't worry about that. I mean, she's going to be perfect for you guys. She's kind of hip, she's funny, she's kind of jazzy.
Irresponsible.
And innocent until proven guilty, Eden. You know, I think she's going to be a good image for the restaurant, right? I mean, sometimes the Capitals are too stuffy for their own good. I mean, she's a nice kid, Eden, and... Oh, besides, she needs some money.
Well, why didn't you say that to begin with? Okay, she can handle the job.
Eden.
Nah.
Hey, she will not regret this. I promise you.
Okay.
Thanks. Hey, when we pick up the uniform?
Well, I should be there late tonight, so why don't you just come by and I'll get them to you.
Great. We'll be there.
Okay. I also have to apologize to you. Now that we both know what happened that day, I'm sorry that I set up that plan. But revenge is a terrible thing, Lionel. If I hadn't wanted to get back to you that day, Shannon,
Sophia, don't do that. Don't torture yourself. Of course you didn't mean to kill me. God knows you didn't want to hurt your own son. It was a terrible tragedy, but it's over. If my forgiveness will do any good, then you have it. I just want to be your friend. Okay?
Yep, I'd like that too. Thank you very much. So tell me how you are. You look tired.
That's an understatement, isn't it? I feel as if I'm walking around like a condemned man. I'm going to have to get used to the idea that I may have to spend the rest of my life without her. And I must admit, the thought is unbearable.
I always knew how much you loved me.
I thought I did too. But I had no idea of the depth, the magnitude of the sense of your love. My best friend, my lover, my worst critic, and my alter ego. I can't imagine life without her. I have trouble breathing when I'm not with her.
Have you told her all this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've done everything I can. She won't even see me. I don't know what else I can do. I don't even know whether she loves me anymore.
Well, Lionel, I don't think that anyone completely stops loving someone they once loved. Augusta is very, very hurt. My advice to you is to keep trying, keep loving her till you get through to her with your love, and you try to heal the wounds that you're causing. Oh, I regret the anguish that I could speak with her. I'd do anything to make it up to her. But you just have to keep loving, no matter how long it takes.
You're right.
About what?
It doesn't tickle.
Feels good, huh?
Oh, it feels great. Never knew how good it felt.
Really? You look like an angel. Just like I thought they would look when I was a kid.
That game, huh? You're getting one of those little guys.
Maybe I should challenge you.
Maybe you should. You don't know who you're dealing with. I beat you out of every quarter in your pocket. I am the all-time champ of McGinnis' Good Times video parlor.
Oh, didn't know who I was messing with.
No, you didn't. Hey, a smile. I gotta get that one on film. You know what it looks like.
Oh, Christie, not that bad.
No, you're not bad at all. You're too serious. Hey, well, we can see what you do. Juice up your life.
Yeah. Any suggestions?
Yeah, I got a lot of them, but I don't think you'll be able to handle any of them.
All right, I got one for you.
Yeah? Well, after the date I just had, I think you could use it.
You think working at the Orient Express would kind of cheer you up?
What are you talking about?
Well, I just talked to Eden, and she says that you got the job.
I didn't think I had a prayer.
No, we can go pick up those uniforms tonight if you want to.
Uniforms? Yes, sir. Private Christie reporting for duty, sir.
That is soldier.
Yeah, I hope mine went real short and fast.
Not very likely. In fact, I just kind of hope I don't have to wear one of these stupid bow ties.
Oh, no, Ted, you don't use a bow tie. It fits your image.
Christie, you really know how to hurt a guy.
No, I'm serious.
Great, and
Oh, I could kill that man.
Another 15 minutes and we can have another candy bar. Wonderful.
You expecting someone?
No, are you?
No. You get the gun before you open the door.
Don't you think that's a little extreme? Why don't we just ask who it is? Who is it?
I told you to get the gun. Don't you dare open that door. Lionel, if you come in here, I'm calling the police.
Just hear me out, Augusta.
Don't open that door.
Thank you, Julia.
I told you not to open the door. How dare you come in here?
Augusta, I'm not going to stand in the middle between the two of you while you yell at each other. You can yell at each other without me in the middle.
Where are you, Julia? Don't leave me alone with him.
I'm going to take a shower.
You are not. You're going to stay here and sweat like me until he goes.
I'll be back in a little while to make sure you both are still alive.
You are a miserable excuse for a sister. I always knew you hated me. Give me back those earrings I lent you tonight.
I'll put them in your jewelry box.
Julia, don't leave me alone with him.
She's gone, Augusta. I'm not going to do anything to hurt you.
There's nothing left you can do.
You have the power to hurt me, though.
Oh, well, that's good. I hope so. You know, I'm getting quite serious about my friend, the astronaut.
Ex-astronaut, I heard about him.
Good, I hope so. He's actually very, very sweet and attentive. Brings me things, and he doesn't go off to Bali or Tahiti when I need him.
He'll bore you to death in a year.
Don't fool yourself. I don't need pain to make my life interesting.
Why don't we just drop all that, huh? Wanted to find out how you feeling.
How do I look?
Wonderful. Gorgeous. Sexy.
Good. That's how I feel. Now you can leave.
I've been missing you.
Oh, why? Sophia's still out, isn't she? I mean, she's out on bail.
Sophia has nothing to do
Oh,
with
Lionel. If I've learned one thing in my life, it's not to believe anything you say. You had a whole life going with Sophia. Even when we were first married. You have never been honest with me. You've always been unfaithful to me.
Are you going to try and tell me that you didn't have any lapses during our relationship? Huh?
Well, I had to survive. I had to make life bearable.
Oh, is that what you call it? Okay. Well, I'm not blaming you for anything. Augusta, I have done some unforgivable things. And I'm standing here begging you for forgiveness.
I don't love you anymore.
I don't believe you.
That's your problem.
Augusta, we have an anniversary coming up.
What? The anniversary of the first time you cheated on me?
June 21st. And I would like to spend that night with you. Perhaps we could open up negotiations.
For our divorce? I think it would be easier if you just contact my lawyer.
No, Augusta, to get back together. Things can be very different.
Oh, yes, they will be. You won't be here.
Augusta, just spend one night.
I'm sorry, Lionel. I have plans that night. I'm going to be cutting your picture out of the family album. Now, would you please go?
In a minute.
What are you doing now?
You'll see.
Look.
Huh?
Bad. Very bad.
Bad? No, I don't look bad. I'm bad.
I mean, good bad. You know, bad.
Oh, yeah, bad. I'm bad. You just said pretty well.
Yeah, mine's a little tight, but, I like it that way.
Well, you've got...
I look like someone's grandmother here. I
Oh,
don't
you're
let anybody
fine.
see
No,
me like
Christie.
this. Are you kidding?
What are you doing?
Making it a little bit better.
No, Christie, you can't do this. See, these are uniforms. Christie, now this looks bad. Now,
Yeah, this looks good.
what do you mean that looks good?
Jack Lee.
Hello, Jack Lee. Sorry to call so late.
Julia?
Right, I'm the first guest. I called you at your hotel and there was no answer, so I called the office. Are you burning the midnight oil?
Yes, C.C. Capwell's lawyer never sleeps. What can I do for you?
I think, well, actually, I'm positive that I lost one of Augusta's earrings over there.
You haven't seen it, have
Oh, I sure haven't.
Well, do you think it would be all right if I came over and looked for it in the morning?
Well, you know, I tell you what, tomorrow morning might be too late. The cleaning crew comes in around 3 a.m. If one of them finds it, you can kiss it goodbye.
I think a better idea might be for you to come right over now.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
I look forward to it.
Julia? That you?
Yeah. Listen, I have to go out for a little while. I won't be too long, okay? Oh, I'll get it.
Hi, Julia.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's me, Augusta. I was taking a walk in the neighborhood. I saw your light on it. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, no, that's all right. In fact, it'll give me a chance to apologize.
I should be the one apologizing to you.
For wanting to make love to me. No. I was the one who didn't know what her feelings were. And look, to make up for it, I'd like to spend a day with you. In fact, I have a date in mind.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
I thought maybe we'd do it the day Lionel and I were married, our anniversary, just to celebrate the fact that I'm no longer in his life.
Huh.
And you can pick the place and what we'll do, as long as it's very special.
Well, you picked the right guy. I'll make it a day to remember. I promise you.
Thanks.
It's got to be around here somewhere. I should be able to find it in this carpet.
Diamond in the rug, just like you.
No jokes now, Jack. Augusta's going to kill me if I don't find this earring.
You know, this is what you get for trying to seduce me and then walking out.
I don't try to do anything. I either do it or I don't.
So you don't. You know, you talk tough, but I think you're afraid. You're still attracted to me. It scares you, doesn't it?
What? That's what you need to believe to soothe your bruised ego. The real reason I'm not sleeping with you is because I'm not quite interested enough to bother. Oh, golly, look what I just found.
Nice timing.
Perfect.
There you are. I have been looking all over for you.
Oh, no, you want me to stay in my apartment?
No. More importantly, and to the point, I want you to stay away from here. What are you doing here?
That's none of your business.
No, that's my wife in there.
That woman happens to be falling in love with me.
No, not with you. With an ex-astronaut, and I'm writing all his lines for him.
Look, for your information, I just had a nice little chat with Augusta, and I got to tell you, it went much better than when I had to force her to read your scribblings.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, you listen to me.
No, you listen to me. I'm tired of being pushed around. You can't push me around anymore. If you push me one more time, I am going to walk. That's right. From now on, I'll tell you what. We work as a team, you understand? And I have a voice in any and all schemes that we have, okay?
Yeah?
Yes.
Want a contract?
You write it, I'll sign it.
That will be necessary. I agree to your terms.
You do?
Yeah. Now, can we get back to work?
Well, sure.
Okay. Here's the plan. I want you to call Augusta and ask her out for next Friday night, which coincidentally happens to be our anniversary.
Yeah, she's one step ahead of you.
Right?
She's already asked me out for Friday night.
See what?
She wants to have a special celebration. A celebration getting rid of you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. She'll get a celebration. She'll get a celebration of a lifetime.
You got a plan?
I got a doozy, Frank. I got a real doozy.
Not now, Jack.
I want you.
What, do you always get everything you want?
Most of the time.
You can get pretty tired of it fast, right?
Never get tired of you, Julia. Never.
didn't let you off the hook, did I?
You like watching me squirm on the end of your line, don't you? Why do you keep denying yourself what you want more than anything else?
I don't know. You don't kiss like you used to.
Just warming up.
I think it's all the women you've been with. The old spark is dying out.
Nothing is dying out. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me explain. Oh, boy, I gotta get going. Listen, thanks for helping me with the earrings. You're an angel.
Don't let her get to you. You are good. You are the best. You will measure up to Jack Lee in more ways than one. In every important way.
So, Laken, how'd you like my Bistro's outfit?
I liked it. What does Dean say?
Well, Eve hasn't seen it yet. Okay, I'm ready. Can I have a ride home for you?
Yeah, why don't you take the car? They'll give me a ride home.
Okay.
See ya. See you at the bus, boy.
Good night, Christie.
You and Christie seem to be hitting it off.
Yeah?
But I came back to apologize. Should have told you in the beginning that Mark and I didn't sleep together. You deserve to know that at least.
Well, thanks for telling me. Look, I'm sorry I got so uptight about the protection stuff. I guess I was being too possessive again.
You really believe that?
I don't know. I just think that when two people love each other, Laken, that they belong to each other.
Ed, sometimes your idea of love is what's in the storybook. And that's fine in the beginning. Now I want a real, a more grown-up relationship.
Well, I thought that's what I wanted too, Laken.
Not if you don't see us each as individuals. You don't allow us to grow separately.
Oh, but it's okay that you were planning to sleep with Mark, though, is it?
I wasn't planning on sleeping with Mark.
Laken, what about all this protection stuff you had?
That was for you, Ted. I got that a long time ago when we were still together.
Laken, I'm sorry.
I'm too hurt and angry to tell you. Why didn't you trust me?
Well, I do now. I swear it. Laken, I just didn't understand. But I do now, okay?
Wonder if you really do. It scares me the thought of being with you. I mean, more than with Mark.
I'll get it.
With him, it would be something to do, something to learn about. I wouldn't be risking everything. With you, it would be everything out on the line. And it wouldn't just be my body, it would be my whole self.
Yeah, me too. Feel the same way.
Yeah?
Yeah. You mean so much to me. You know, I'm more scared now than I was before. I mean, you seem like a whole other person now. You're an individual. You're stronger.
You're different, too.
You think our differences are too big to overcome?
I don't know. Joe?
Kelly, it's all right.
No, where
I'm here. You're at my place. You fell asleep watching television. Everything's okay.
Take me home, Miss, please.
All right. I'll take you home.
Why'd I fall asleep? You shouldn't have let me fall asleep.
Hey, come on. You were very tired. I didn't realize it'd be such a big deal.
Ever since Joe died.
Hey, it's okay. don't have to explain. Blame it on the foot massage.
Stop that.
Hey, Kelly, I have an idea about Jack Lee.
What?
Mm-hmm. There's a new building opposite the Capwell Hotel. What do you think of the idea of us taking a room there and we set up for surveillance on his office?
Are you serious?
Absolutely. It's too early to go to running the cruise with nothing. We've got to find out more about this Jack without him knowing that we're onto him. We've got to prove that he was lying about his smoking.
So what, are we going to sit there all day and spy on him?
Well, I know it's not the most polite thing in the world, but neither's putting out a contract on your life. Hmm? I've got a telephoto lens. We'll set it up on the camera. We'll take pictures of him in his natural habitat. Maybe get a shot of him smoking. Maybe find out what he's really up to, you know? What do you think?
I don't know, Nick.
Well, what are your objections?
I don't know. Just the idea doesn't sound so hot.
Look, does have to do with me, being alone with me.
No.
I mean, when I touched you just
No,
now...
it's not you. It's anyone. It's my problem, okay? It's just things that have happened.
Kelly, listen to me. The only thing I want from you is your friendship. You can trust me. I'm an expert at setting up guidelines and boundaries and limitations. For years after the war, I was too afraid to let anybody close to me. All I'm asking is that you don't completely shut me out. Earlier, you talked about us trying to help each other. Let's not stop it before it even gets started, okay?
I know. And I do trust you. I do need your help, Nick. And I do think this surveillance job is a good idea. So why don't we go get that room and get started on it?